Believers England team here. We got a great panel. We've got LK. You want to say hi? That's what this is. There we go. All right. We've got RDV, the Geeky Puppet Show.
Howdy.
Melissa and Amy. Both of you are here, right?
Yeah. Hey.
All righty. And, of course, Eric, back issue Breen. How are you doing today, sir?
No.
I have no idea.
How's it going there, little? Wait. Aren't you supposed to say how's it going there, little angle team?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was still on. Do you want to say hi?
Ah, okay. All right, we are doing, this was the Lester sisters' suggestion. You guys voted for it. It is Lois Lane, Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane. Interesting thing about this, Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane, when she first started, was supposed to be kind of a His Girl Friday, fast-talking, tough lady. And then Frederick Wortham came in and changed everything. And all of a sudden, Lois Lane kind of went to the other side and all of a sudden became an old maid obsessed with marrying Superman. Nothing. I think. Say again.
Does that make her kind of the villain of the story? If she's
and no, if you look at the covers, actually, Superman pretty much does a great job of being the villain of this story, all himself. There are a lot of super dickery covers. I don't think we're going to see too many or if any today. But most of them, in some way, shape, or form, are like, I'm going to get you, Superman, to marry me today, and this is how I'm going to do it. All right, except for the time, of course, when she decided to turn herself black. But that's a whole other thing. So there you go. Hey, hello to everybody in the chat. Eric and Boyd. Who else? We've got Joe, Jackson Roykirk. You related to Jackson Roykirk? Dark Admiral Marcher, one slick dude's in the house, and cool. Maranya's here also.
I was going to say, I was going to ask you, E, who's this new guy?
I know, right? I don't know. So it is kind of interesting. I like the comics. They're simple, they're fun, they're simple, just entertaining, incredibly simple. Yeah. Yeah, reading Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane is fun, but you are not going to challenge yourself. That's just
unless you're simple.
Exactly. Yeah.
I figure you read them because you just kind of feel like a chuckle, but the drawings are nice. I think.
Yep. Oh, little story that I'm going to tell while writing stuff down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I know you ladies are a big fan of George Perez.
Yeah.
I went to the Coliseum. It was in Sanford, and they had damn near every issue of Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane. I was like, "Wow, that is an incredible collection. Where'd you get that?" And they said George Perez came in. He sold them all to us. Oh wow! So that you should advertise it like that, from the collection of George Perez.
George Perez, I know, right? I got him to autograph the book. He's kind of like, I didn't draw this. Yeah, but it was yours. Oh, okay. You're from Sanford? Yep. Okay.
Well, it's one of those things. Okay, if you like a comic book artist, is their autograph still good if it's on a book they didn't draw?
I don't know, but it requires people intelligence that know how to do stuff like that, though. And a lot of comic book stores I go to, they aren't that bright.
But here's the thing about this particular show. You don't have to have any knowledge about the comic book. You don't have to have read the story. All you need to do is look at the picture and go, does it work for you? Is it fun? Is it good? You know, is it artistically perfect?
Does it
That's all the question we need to know. Yeah. And we have a scoring of 1 through 10, 1 being horrible, 1 being god-awful, 2 being horrible, 3 being very bad, 4 being bad, 5 is meh, means nothing to you, 6 is average, 7 is good, 8 is very good, 9 is awesome, and 10 is super awesome. All righty, and with that, Eric, you are in the starter seat. So here you go.
The girls aren't leading off their aren't leading off their own.
Yeah.
Okay, right. You know what, ladies, you are in the starter seat.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, what do we got here? Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane. Hee hee. Thanks to this witch's broomstick, now I can fly as fast as you, Superman. Okay, so is she going to fight crime? We'll see. Great guns! Lois has supernatural powers, and they may prove mightier than mine. Okay, like, does that make him feel like...
He looks like he thinks... He looks like he thinks she's just wonderful. He looks happy about it.
Yeah, I'm like, but why is she dressed up like a witch?
He's super encouraging.
He is super encouraging. This is a fun cover. I like, again, that big circle. We see this a lot in, well, a lot of the older comics where they have everything framed in a big circle, and that always looks cool. The colors are nice. I wonder why Lois is dressed in an old witch costume, or where she got a flying broom.
I love the extremely thick sagging leggings.
Yeah, she just couldn't get decent socks, but she's doing the best she can. Superman's socks actually fit a lot better. You don't normally... that might be the first time I've seen sagging drawn in like leggings, and superheroes wear a lot of leggings. That's interesting. I mean, I want to read it.
All right. Well, what would you give this cover?
It's cute, but I think I'll give it... I'll start off with a 10.
A 10. All right, Melissa, what about you?
Wait, this is featuring the Witch of Metropolis. Is she not Lois? No, it says right there. Lois is
right now. She's the Witch of Metropolis,
or maybe she stole the broom from the Witch of Metropolis. Is it like Shazam? She took the broom and got the Witch of Metropolis special powers.
Okay, so anyway, my rating is... I think I'll give it a 9.
All righty. LK?
It's not bad. I'm going to give it a 7.
All right. And remember, 7's still good.
Mm-hmm.
7 is still good, guys. I know sometimes it's like, wow, can't grade that late, but 7 is still good. All righty. What did you want to say something there, okay?
Well, I was just going to ask Eric. So at this time, had they already put in there that magic was one of the Superman's weaknesses?
That's a good question. I don't know when they did that. I don't know if it was an established thing at the time or not, honestly.
That's interesting.
Okay.
Because if she had magic, then it wouldn't... Yeah.
Well, I thought of that just because of him saying, oh, Lois has supernatural powers and they may prove mightier than mine. It's like, well, does that mean he was vulnerable at this point to...
Maybe that's what led to it.
Powers.
RDV, what do you say?
I'd say that I'd be scared. Like his expression too is like, "What the great guy?" I wouldn't be saying "great guys." I'd be saying, "Holy!" Thanks to this witch broomstick, and now I can fly as fast as you right now. I'd be like, Lois, are you an idiot? Pretty much.
Fall.
Yes, and I'll be saying a lot of the last of these because she does some really crazy stuff that could get her killed, just to manipulate him. But I gotta say, this is a classic cover. I love it. It reminds me kind of like was it Bewitched?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of like that. And I like the cityscape down below. I love his classic costume. Yes, he's got the useless utility belt that holds up his underwear. I'll give us a 10. I love it.
All righty. And Eric?
First, I want to say, so that's what happened to Dexter Loomis.
Yep. Yeah, he's part of the White Six.
Yeah, he was gone long enough that hair might actually be real. As for the task at hand, yeah, by this time, obviously, everybody in the world knows who Lois is, so it's not important that you see her from the side, not a face, or that she's dressed up like a witch, blah, blah, because every issue is just a new gimmick. So, yeah, I like the little cityscape at the bottom. I like the full moon. I'm giving this a 10.
All righty. And just like you guys, I got to tell you, every time I see this, da-da, da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, the Bewitched thing is just so strong. The TV show was not on for this. I don't know if the I Married a Witch movie was out. Which,
that was 1942, so yeah.
Okay, so it was, right. Okay. But yeah, what an incredible cover. This is one of my grails. I will never own this book because it's way too expensive. But always would love to. I'm putting in another 10. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and mine would be 7. All right. Let's see what the crowd is saying here. And Ethereal Dragon gives it a 9. Alrighty. I could make a joke about women and witches, but I won't. And Joe is saying Happy Halloween. He gives it an 8. All right. And we have a 9 from Dark Admiral. I know it's hose, but her legs look like they're melting. Yeah, I agree. You know, a lot of times you don't actually see how cloth is going to react on skin.
Right.
Or as good as they were, like the Jim Ballant Catwoman, they would not have boob socks. You know, it would actually go down a little bit. It's
fabric has behaviors that's
Yeah.
associated with it.
and here you're seeing some real behaviors. Yeah. Let's see, and he gave it a 9. And we have 8 from Black Spiders. Jackson Raykirk and Into Disguise gives it a 6. Alrighty. And let's see, saving my 10 for the growth rate. That's a little bit beyond what we're doing today because we only do 12 covers at a time, but yes. And let's see. Reminds me of Bewitched. Was that show out? Not yet. Erica Boyd says 7. Alrighty, and then Maranya, Lois Lane, number 1, great drawing
Sure.
of the character. Just never mind. Just enough background to set the scene. Huge moon highlights the character. Score a witchy 10.
It would have been cool if this issue came out in like around more closer to Halloween, but this came out in April. So,
Yeah, I know, right? This predicted Bewitched because that was in the 1960s. This was way early. Hey, can you?
Yeah. Well, I can mention I have the Criterion edition of I Married a Witch.
Oh, really?
the what?
Yep.
Let's see. One Slick is saying 10. Well done. First cover catches your attention and makes you want to know more. Alrighty, 10. It's the witch from the apple. It was Kryptonite, I think. Alrighty. And we have, let's see, 9 from Glinzer. Alrighty, and I cannot do that, sir. I'm not very good at backwards speaking. Alrighty, so let's see what we got here. If we get to stop there, we got 1 6 working up against 8 10s. So we've got 2 7s and then 3 8s, and then 3 of those 4 9s. 1 9 left over. So there we go. All right, here we are.
So, yeah, no, girls, you would really like the movie. You should search it out if you haven't seen it before. It's a delightful little romantic comedy.
Oh yeah, what was it called?
I Married a Witch.
Okay, that sounds awesome. When did that movie? It was in the 40s.
42.
Oh, that was a good decade for screwball comedies.
That was. I bet that's a good one.
It's definitely a screwball comedy.
And LK gets number 2.
All right, let's see. Oh, Superman's Forbidden Room. Oh boy, Lois, you shouldn't have gone in there. You're in trouble now.
That's where all the dead wives are buried.
Well, and just all of his kinks and fetishes, and things he can't allow out in public. So, let's see here. This is a little bit. I like this one a little bit more than the first one. It's a good depiction of a Superman, so I'll give it an 8.
All right. Okay, we got an 8, and let's see, RDV. What do you say?
Well, it's actually the rumor right there is that she thinks it's, he loves me. He's actually, no, this is the person who keeps stalking me. He has all the files and everything on her statue. Just remind himself of just like avoid her. But anyway, I I know she can't spell, but apparently she can't read it either because it says no admittance.
Positively.
Positively, absolutely.
Then again, Superman just went in, so I guess he can't read the sign either.
It's his room. Or is it though? She's crazy enough that she stalks him. She could be like, she could have done this to hold herself and blames it on him. But I'm gonna give this about a 9. I like the photo of him carrying her and stuff, you know, background. Statue's a little bit too much, Superman. It's kind of creepy, but hey, if his crazy matches her crazy, who cares?
It's meant to be.
As long as he's not Homelander.
What was your number?
9.
9. All righty. And Eric, what do you say?
I say that anybody that got an unscheduled tour of the Fortress of Solitude could have had Superman in therapy for years. I think I'm going to go 9 as well on this.
All righty. And let's see, Melissa and Amy.
I think it's kind of funny that they don't exactly say whose room it is. He says this room, and they never really say that it's in the Fortress of Solitude or something. I'm like, where are they? But it doesn't say positively no admittance except Superman. So I don't know.
Yeah, in the box it says it's Superman's forbidden room. So
which means Superman can't go there.
Mm.
Maybe it's Lois's room. She just put this up. Why would she have a statue of herself? Oh,
you know what? I don't think I ever would have thought about it like that.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so seriously,
I do love this drawing of the two of them in the background.
That's a pleasant
That's
drawing.
a really nice drawing. I don't think it's quite as much fun as the first issue.
Yeah, that one is more fun.
I'll give this one a 9.
All righty.
I'll give it an 8.
You'll give it an 8? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I like the setup. I like the premise. And a lot of Superman Girlfriend Lois Lane is all about the premise, the dialogue, what they're setting up, and all that kind of stuff that's in the story. And this really does well on that. I'm going to give this one a 9. I really enjoy this. This is an awesome cover. All right, let's see what the chat is saying. Okay, we have Glinzer saying 9, Ethereal 6, Black Spider 6. But Eric is saying, meh, it's a 5. Eric and Boyd. All righty. And next up, Dark Admiral says 8, Joe says 7, and Roy Kirk says 8. Lois looks like an older Veronica. So we got 2 8s and a 7.
You know, everyone's allowed their opinion to their opinion unless you're the one carrying the gun. That's my motto.
Okay. Maranya says Lois Lane number 2. This sets up the trope of Lois being obsessed with Superman. Spoiler: Superman is using these items like voodoo against Lois. Well drawn overall. Score and Stalker 9. Yeah, the Lois Lane becomes a little bit of a stalker in these things. Lois Lane 106 is unavailable. You know what? Eric actually said it would be better if we were doing 100 to 112. Maybe we'll have to do something like that later, because you're right. The growth serum issues, the Goliath, the bikini cover. Yeah, that's awesome. I Am Curious Black. That's an awesome cover. There's a lot of awesome covers here. All right. So let's see. She gave it a 9. Miranda gave it a 9. And let's see. One Slick 9. Not really liking the inks on this one. The orange is majorly distracting. All righty. And he's giving it a 9 as well. No 10s for this one. Let's get the what are we doing? All right, no 10s on this one. Let's get the stop, and we will see how this one does. This issue number 2. We've got 1 5, as a matter of fact, and 7 9s. No 10s this time. So we've got 1 5, 2 6s, 1 7, and then we've got 4 8s. So 3 of those are knocked out. 1 8 stands. And that is where this goes to, into the 8s, into the unknown. All right. And then let's see. Let's go on. And it looks like it is RDV's turn to start off with issue number 3.
Please adopt me. I need a home. Did you destroy my wall? Yeah, I'm gonna say no. That child has super strength, extra vision. It's Superman when he was a babe of steel.
Huh.
Huh.
What happened to her hand? She's like doing the West Side.
You know, a little bit. Oh, good. She's got a lamp on in the house.
Like the 2 fingers are just like that looks painful. The way she's holding her hand all stretched out like that.
Oh, she's doing like an opposite Vulcan.
Yeah, isn't that weird? It's just
Yeah.
On both of them, too.
man.
She's at home and she's wearing a pearl necklace.
Oh, that was the 50s.
50s,
Oh.
yeah. She's in an apartment. Metropolis.
Okay.
So what do you score this, RDV?
I'm gonna give it a 6.
A 6. All righty. Eric, what do you think?
Real quick, okay, who's the other member of the Wyatt Six? The guy with the beard, the short guy.
That's Joe Gacy.
Don't remember. No idea who that is. All right.
Yeah, we can talk later.
This cracks me up. I got to give us a 10.
All righty.
I got to point out that I said, whoever the artist is in these earlier Lois Lanes draws her kind of, it's like a little different, like a little more attractive than when Kurt Schaffenberger just made her look like Jackie Onassis wannabe for 15 years. So throw that in there, but so I have no idea who the actual cover artist on this is.
I'll take a look.
Wasn't there a comic strip called Apartment 3C forever?
Was there?
Or was it 3G?
Stan K is the cover artist. We've got it also says Kurt Swan. So I'm guessing Kurt Swan with Stan K inks. We have inside Harry Boltonoff. Otto Binder is the writer. And there you go. Those are the ones that, and Kurt Schaffenberg is also helping with the pencils.
Stan K. That's Stanley's alter ego, Stan K.
Exactly, yeah, for his time at DC. All righty, LK, or I'm sorry, Lester's, what do you say?
Hey. This is... I'm kind of having a hard time with the layout and the perspective in this. So visually it's a little off for me, but it is still a funny idea. I think I'll give it an 8.
All righty. And Melissa?
Like she's playing Kari the babysitter.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. I like that, she seems to be a character who's trying to deal with a situation rather than being the situation.
True.
So that's kind of nice. I like that. And it is a well-drawn character. The basket, let's see, is that an 8 or a 9?
So did Superman write the note and leave it on the basket and then turn into a baby? Well, I guess you got to buy the
Why not
comic
read
and
the
find
book?
out.
Well,
How would
there's a lot of baby Superman, and it's my tinfoil hat theory that he just impregnated a lot of Earth women really, really fast. And
my
he's just giving
question?
them away
My
now.
question is, how does she know he has X-ray vision? Can she see the lights?
Yeah,
Apparently
that
that's-
is weird, isn't it? Like,
And-
he can see him seeing through the stuff.
And how does she know what he is Superman when he was a babe of steel? I don't remember him having jammies like this. Maybe he did.
Go figure.
I mean, she seems to think it's specifically Superman and not another child of Krypton. So
Right.
I don't know how she came to the conclusion that he's like a time paradox Superman.
Go figure. Melissa,
If
what
that-
do you grade this?
Okay, so I'm going to give it an 8.
An 8. And LK, what do you think?
Yeah, well, the only problem with your theory is Supermen and Kleenex women. So
That is true.
Yeah, and Breen, of course, I turn over to MLB Network, and I'm greeted with a Dodgers homer. So,
what would you grade this?
I grade this an 8.
What would you grade the Dodgers homer?
Yeah, I'm looking. I think it's good. It's not great. I'm giving it a 7 myself. Let's go on over to the chat, and we have 8 from American Boy, 10 from Glenzer, and an 8 from Ethereal Dragon and Dark Admiral. So that's 3 8s. And 10. And then we have Black Spiders with a 6. And then we have Gotta Go. Have a good night, Dark Admiral. Take care. And then Joe gives it a 7. One Slick saying that's Mr. Spock's insurance salesman hand. Live long and enough to collect. There you go. All right. Lois looks like an airhead, like the candy or a ditzy. 7 from Jackson Raykirk. Alrighty, and One Slick says 8 looks like a repurposed interior panel. All right, next up, What a Brain, Apartment 3G is an American newspaper soap opera comic strip about a trio of career women who share an apartment in Manhattan. Maranya saying Lois Lane 3, trope of a baby being left on the doorstep with a super twist, definite Silver Age silliness. Cover sells the book due to curiosity factor. Scored a baby 10. You're about to say something?
I was to say Manhattan.
Right. Okay, let's get this one down. And what we got here is 2 6s. We actually have 10s this time. We have 2 6s knocking down 2 of those 3 10s, but then we have 3 7s taking out that other one, and then moving on down to the 8s to take out 2 of those, but we've got 5 8s left. So here we go. We got another 8, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let me get that up there. Here. All right, and we're going to move on. And RDV just went. I guess I'll take a turn here, and then we'll go on to. And then let's see. We have Superman flying into the window with a diamond ring saying, "This wedding ring is yours, Lois, if you'll marry me." And she's some other girl, Superman. No matter how many super gifts you bring me, I won't be your wife. Understand? And you see a whole bunch of jewels that he had to have stolen from somewhere, right? I mean, or he could have made them himself and forged them. Very simple. I do like the way. By the way, is that that artist you're talking about, Eric? Because he's got that one leg up.
Yeah, Wayne Boring, I think.
Okay. Overall, I like it. Once again, it's not a great cover, but it works. I'm going to give it an 8 and pass it on to Eric. What do you say?
I am going to go 9.
Okay.
I like how they took the time to at least make the blinds, moved from where he's like hitting them on the way in.
Yep, he doesn't want to bonk his head.
Or snag his cape. Maybe that's what he's doing. He's trying to get his cape out of there.
And Lois definitely has resting bitch face down there.
Yeah, she does, doesn't she? Lester's, what do you think?
Okay, so did she just finally have enough of Superman kind of not always being nice to her? And now she's like mad?
Come to her senses? And he's like really into reverse psychology? He's really vulnerable to that? Like kryptonite and magic and stuff like that? Oh, gosh.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
That would be something. Well, I think this is a nice drawing. The perspective on it's a little bit better, and the layout's well done. Yeah, I like this. I kind of feel sorry for Superman, but I also know that Lois kind of gets the short end of the stick a lot in these too. So I feel sorry for both of them. That's a lot of jewelry. I think he must have gotten at least the chest off of a pirate ship or something.
That's sunk somewhere.
That's sunk
looks
somewhere.
like it, right? Hello,
Right?
Mr. DC Comics. What's up? By all means, join us in our grading of covers. Just throw out the number. What for those of you who haven't voted or yet, like ever, here's what it is. 1 is god awful, like the absolute worst you can think of. 2 is horrible. 3 is bad. 3 is very bad. 4 is bad. 5 is meh. It means you feel nothing looking at it. 6 is average. 7 is good. 8 is very good. 9 is awesome, and 10 super awesome. So by all means, just throw your vote on in. Every one of them are getting written down. They do count. I'm sorry I interrupted Lester's. What were your grades for this cover?
I will give this a 9.
Me too.
Alrighty. And Melissa.
How dare you?
Huh?
No, it's the Greta thing. How
Melissa?
dare you?
Oh,
Yeah, she is
It's a
pretty.
9 also.
I also said
Okie
9.
dokie. Alrighty. LK, what do you say?
It's a little above average, so it's a 7.
Okay. And RDV.
I'm just shocked that Mr. DC Comics remember that you had a channel. I saw him over on Ash, or not Ashes, but yeah, Ash here. Right? No, I saw him over on Wes's channel. No, so you mentioned earlier, E, when you were talking about this, where you got the jewels where he's probably stolen. Remember, he can go down to those sunken ships.
That is true.
Mhm.
So he might acquire them all that bottom of the ocean. But it is a different pace where he's gonna ask her to marry him, because then I feel like 99% of the other issues she's conniving just to get him, and he's just trying to be like that cat trying to get away from Pepe Le Pew.
Right.
Yeah.
Poor Lois.
So it is interesting for that fact alone. Also, it's from July 17th, 1958, where it's stamped up there. I love seeing that.
Well, there's a couple of them that I couldn't find a cover that wasn't written on. There's at least one more like that. Yeah.
I like
so
that.
What do you grade this?
I'm gonna give this a 10.
Nice.
All right, we got a 10, and let's go to the chat and see what they're giving this. Right off the bat, Black Spider says 6. All righty, and we have 7 for American Boyd as well as Joe. Alrighty, and another 6 from Ethereal Dragon, but a 9 from Glenzer. Alrighty, and we've got Lois has high standards, of course. Jackson Roykirk says 7. And let's see, Subso's bad, a lot of money. 8 from Superman, wouldn't condone the killing of animals for a fur coat. Okay. Oh, okay, I see yeah. Back then it was a thing, though.
He'd be just fine.
All
with it.
right, Lois Lane, number 4. What the elf is wrong with Lois? The cover hits curiosity factor, which sells the book. Cover well drawn overall. Score a fickle 9. And let's see if you can believe MCS. All these covers are pencils by Kurt Swan, inks by Stan K. All righty, and Mr. DC says 7. Okay, and he also says, "I don't forget," and that sounds kind of threatening. It's like, oh, I know that motherfucker have his channel. I know it. All right, so anyway, let's get a stop on this one.
It sounds more realistic, but people, that's why they don't
Yeah,
show up.
I
I
know,
know
right?
I know he's gonna live stream, and I avoid it.
I am like the fucking plague. All right, we got a 6 taking out, or 2 6s taking out that 1 10 and one of the 5 9s, and then we've got 5 7s wiping out the other 4, and one of the 2 8s. And once again, guys, this is landing in the 8. Like the other night when we were doing Teen Titans, it was a 10 fest. This is an 8 fest so far. All right, here we go.
Yay.
All righty, and let's see. I took my turn. It is now Eric Breen. You have issue number 5.
Come on down.
Featuring Lois Lane as the fattest squirrel in Metropolis.
What?
Let's see. I this is, I gotta give us a 10. I mean, just you look at this, you go. I realize that the fat trope was pretty big in Superman books over the years. But still, this is awesome.
All righty. Lester's.
Even as a very heavy lady, she's still very cute.
She is. She's adorable.
She lands
I
on
like
you.
it. I think it does make you go like, what happened? But I like her hat, and it's a nice outfit, and it's just this. I'm surprised at how well this artist manages to draw a variety of figures. You don't get to see that very often, and he did a very good figure. Even the shoes in there are all fitted nicely and well posed. I'm really impressed. Yeah, I'll give this a 10 too.
All righty. And Melissa.
I think this is probably my favorite one I've seen today. I understand this is kind of a goofy book,
Mhm.
but it's kind of nice seeing Lois Lane, kind of trying to figure out, going through some kind of ordeal and trying to solve a problem, and not seeming like an obsessive stalker. She's just like, okay, what? And
Okay,
just,
what?
and we're gonna figure out like what happened and what you have to do to fix this.
Mm.
Oh, that's mean. But I understand that was what was funny back then, and I don't want to be all judgmental to people who had a different sense of humor than me. So it's really cute and it's the best one here. I'm going to give it a 10.
All righty. LK, what do you say?
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised that's not the Lois Lane they used for Batman Cape Crusader. And I'm going to give this a 9 just because I love the fact that Superman's smirking on the corner there.
Alrighty.
So it's almost like he's in on the joke.
RDV.
This is our first Super Dickery cover because he purposely made her fat in the story. That's why he's smirking.
Huh?
He had his reasons, though.
How does that work?
Well, if he can, Lois can turn herself black from a machine that he has in his Fortress of Solitude. I'm sure he figured out a way to do this too as well. That Krypton technology. No, but I guess a 10, dude. This is awesome. I like this. The able to draw a skinny person looking back at a fat person looking and just having him the shadow is in the correct places.
Yep.
Very technically difficult and well done.
She's got her pinky slightly extended from the profile, but if you look where her hand is, it's actually pulled forward a little. It's it's really well done.
High technical props. That wasn't easy.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 9 myself. I do think this is an awesome cover. It's a lot of fun.
I know
there's a lot of good technical bits, just the little bits that make you go, yeah, it's a really cool cover.
Maranya's been begging me so we can read this on the Kiki Puppet Show this issue.
Nice.
I'm like, well, there's only so many parts for these little issues like these.
Well,
So Glenzer says 10, and Mr. DC Comics says BBL Lois 8. Alrighty, and let's see. Dan Alvin says 8. Hello to Dan. Eric and Boyd says a chunky 8. Alrighty, we got 2 of those right here. Boom, boom. And Joe says 7. And Glenzer says this could be called I Am Curious Fat. Jackson Roykirk saying Little Lotta grew up and giving it a 9. Let's see. Lois Lane number 5 says Maranya Silver Age silliness. Lois is still pretty even overweight. Curiosity sells the book, which is a good cover, always does. Score a full figure 10 because I can't go 20, aka double her size. Alrighty, let's say 7 from Ethereal Dragon. And make these jelly rolls jiggle soups. One Slick says 10 because they can concave the mirrors as to show the effects of the Funhouse mirrors as well. That's right. That's right. If you look it down on the on the board, you can see that. So there you go. Once again, a lot of great details in the cover that you could look at and go, wow, that's very simple. All right. Let's see. That's it. So let's get the stop on this one. I'll pull this down. And what we have here is 2 7s working against those 7 10s. And we've got 3 8s, 3 9s working against the last 5 10s. And this ends up in the 9 category. There we go. Will we get a 10 tonight? That is the question. Or is 9 going to be tonight's 10s? Okay, but that was Eric, and now we're back to the Lesters. Lesters, what do you say?
What? Okay, what we got here? Lois, please tell me you're innocent. That someone framed you by planting these counterfeit license plates in your desk. No, Superman, I must confess I'm guilty. What? She's counterfeiting license plates from different
Apparently so.
state? Why would she do that?
To help criminals cross state lines?
What? I want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
This is hysterical. I'll give it a 10.
All righty. How about you, Melissa?
It's a bizarre story, but that's kind of feel nice where, Superman and Lois Lane aren't antagonistic or making each other's lives miserable in some way. They actually are like trying to figure this one out. But how to be this one humdinger of a thing to try and figure out. I think I like this one too. I think I like this better than even the last one in terms of like the story. The art is like, the mirror and the technical the technical prowess, but this is a more compelling story for me. I think I'll give this one a 10.
Okay. Eric.
Well, this is a nice, intimate cover. Superman, Lois Lane, Katharine Hepburn.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, yeah.
I mean, look at her.
I know,
Yeah.
right? You even got the
Portrait.
protruding chin, yeah.
I'm going to give us a 10, and not because I got this for like $3 at a show last year.
Nice.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
And I got to find out who the hell counterfeits license plates.
Right?
Yeah.
Why would Lois?
Yeah. All righty. And, okay.
Yeah, this is another 9 for me. It's just the well drawn and the idea behind it's really neat.
Okay. And RDV.
Maybe Lois did it purposely so that the person who really is guilty will come forward and try to, take revenge on her for taking credit of his work
Oh,
for
there
being
you
an
go.
idiot. Or she's just an idiot. But
I like she's just a pinstripe shirt.
yeah, it's another classic cover here. This is a 9 for me though.
All righty. I'm gonna say 8. It's a little bit too simple for me. I like the setup and everything, but just it's a very good cover. I'm gonna give it an 8. And let's see what the chat says. I wouldn't mind seeing Superman being a young bachelor for a while before Lois is. All right. 9 from Glenzer, 9 from Ethereal Dragon. All righty, and let's see. Lois Lane, Superman's convict girlfriend. Those conjugal visits. All righty. Eric and Boyd says 6. Joe says 7. And Maranya says Lois Lane 6. Lois is a criminal. Curiosity sells the book. Cover well drawn and realistic score. A guilty pleasure 10. All righty. Dan Alvin says 7. And let's see. Prison Lois Lane is fire, giving it an 8. That's DC Comics. One Slick saying 10. Lois gets a 10 for counterfeiting. No, not money, but license plates.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet it was Lucy. That sounds like a Lucy tomfoolery. Yeah. All righty. And let's see. Let's bring this one down. And we have 1 6 knocking down one of those 5 10s. And then we've got 2 7s and 2 8s and 3 9s. And that's where this thing lands. Right in the 9s. Okay. And let's see. That was the Lesters, if I remember correctly. So that means LK, you get number 7.
Sorry.
What the world?
No, I think of the Lesters. I think of the Cleavers. It's a sitcom.
Oh, we get the first of the age-old triangle here.
It's cute though.
With Lana. So, just with that, and seeing Superman sipping through a straw with Lana, who's the better girl? I'm gonna give this a 10.
All righty. And RDV, what do you say?
Hold on a second here. What do we got here? Them thinking about back when high school days, when he'd carry her because neither one had a license to drive or a car.
Well,
Probably.
nobody did. Lois had them all, or she hadn't made them yet.
The plates.
Plates.
It's Lana Lang grown up pretty. She's winning Superman away from me by reminding him that she was his girl when he was Superboy. Yeah, it'd be more funny if he was thinking about something else and Lana was thinking about him. He's just thinking about like, I'm getting a free shake out of this. I have no money because he has no wallet.
Yeah, no pockets, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9.
Alrighty. And let's see, Eric. Oh, what do you think?
It would have been cooler if his thought bubble had been like him watching football or something. But yeah, I this is a 10.
Yeah.
It's a suck it, Lois.
And the Lesters.
This is kind of like an Archie cover, except Superman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? It's a lot of fun. I really like this. I will give this a 10.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah. I'm feeling it like back in the days when you still had gingers and stuff.
Like, yeah, before they had to get rid of
I was
redhead.
gonna say, if this was an Archie cover, that'd be Veronica going in and she's about to wring his neck.
Oh, by the way, before we move on, guys, if your spider sense is tingling and you've got one of those blue wrenches, be my guest. I was hoping, I saw him calling out names. I thought maybe he knew somebody, but it's one of the great things about having a channel where you've got 52,000 people with blue wrenches. So you don't have to suffer in fools. All right. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe when he tried to get me to say crack my finger backwards or whatever. Because at first I was thought, like Mr. I didn't even.
I'll just say this.
Jokes are jokes. But you know what? If you're so fucking much of a loser that you got to create a sock puppet account and go off on this, go fuck yourself. Seriously. I don't need you here. Don't want you here. We're a good group. Sometimes I'm very happy with the crowd we have. Yes, I want more viewers on the channel, but God, I don't miss that shit. I really don't miss the fucking pussy ass war campaigners and all that kind of stuff. I don't miss the bit where it's like, we got to do drama back and forth. I don't miss that. I love comics. I love talking about comics. And if that's you, by all means. If you're going to put up and where you're putting LKKK, go fuck yourself. Seriously. I don't need you. Nobody on this, and I apologize for the language, ladies. Just, I don't need you. Nobody here needs you. And you're not really doing anything.
To be fair, I didn't see him doing anything wrong. It was just engagement. That's all it counts to me.
It became different.
When he
the last one was where he did a whole bunch of it was just a whole bunch of the finger, and it was like, you're out. I was thinking beforehand. I was thinking beforehand because he was just it's like he was trying to interrupt, and I guess he did. Congratulations. But I'm interrupting now to tell you guys, obviously use enough discretion, but if your spider senses are tingling, feel
use
free.
your powers for justice.
Well, we all bust each other's balls. We're friends here. But you can tell a joke from a troll.
Yeah.
You can get there.
I'll just say this. On the Geeky Public Show, we do have a guy who gets really excited because he loves JJJ. And he does spam the chat a little bit, but if he's the only one in the chat, I don't care. it's engagement while we're live.
Well, engagement is one thing, but being rude is another.
Yeah. You don't want to harass other people.
All right. That being said,
it's only no one cares.
Lester, what do you think?
Okay, to me, each one's better than last. This is my new favorite.
Yep.
The art is cute. Like, it walks the sweet spot for me. It's like, for one thing, I kind of get the idea of like something I was wondering, like early in the book was like, what was Superman back in the day treated seriously? It was like seeing Lois. Sometimes it kind of got close to almost hurting my feelings seeing Lois Lane being made sport of by, Superman, and just kind of things like that. I mean, she was being insufferable, and I kind of felt bad for her being portrayed that way. But I'm like, maybe back then the books were just goofier. And I was like, it was like, for me, like, how deeply revered Tolkien's work is. And then I read The Hobbit for the first time, and I was like, this is a children's storybook. It blew my mind, because I just didn't get the whole concept because I didn't experience it firsthand. I read the 90s books, and so I didn't know. It's like, am I seeing this the wrong way? But for me, I get this. Like, he's there sharing a milkshake with this young lady dressed as Superman. It's just very subtly saying, this is a little goofy, and it's okay to find it a little goofy, but still sincere. It's like, hi, is his boyhood sweetheart. Lois seems like someone who just genuinely has feelings and is a little torn, a little sad and ambivalent, but she's having a normal crush on Superman, not like a bizarre, like mad witch crush. And it was just a very enjoyable story.
She's this close to being Lex Luthor.
She's this close to being Lex Luthor.
So what would you give this cover?
A 10. Definitely a 10. I apologize.
All right. And let's see. 1, 2, Amy?
10.
10. All righty. And let's see. LK?
I started it. I gave it a 10.
Oh, you started this. Okay. Yep. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay. My turn. I like this a lot. Once again, like I said, it kind of reminds you of Archie, but with Superman. One thing I would question: it's Lana Lane grown up and pretty. She's winning Superman away from me by reminding him that she was his girl when he was Superboy. Not thinking Clark Kent was there, Superman was there. She is not exactly a great investigative reporter right here.
Well,
I do.
That's how we got to the cover of issue 64.
Okay.
When he finally had to call him out.
I forgot to do this on the 6th, so I'm going to ask Eric because because of this, we're getting, we should have done this cover and that cover. Alrighty. What's next? Eric, what is a character or a team that you would like to rank the top 12 or at least 12 of the most iconic covers of?
Well, I was just DMing back and forth with my old buddy Joe, who I asked him, I said, is there anybody you'd want to come and be a guest star if we ever do the Legion? And he said, definitely. So Legion? I'm nominating the Legion of Superheroes.
Superheroes. Is there any particular era?
Yeah, I would say the 12-cent era, somewhere in there.
Okay.
And remember, you're not just voting against me, kids. You're voting against Joe Corallo.
All right.
That's no hard. So I've never heard of him.
LK.
Well, since I don't want to vote against Joe, I'll save some of my better ideas for another poll.
Iconic covers of a character or team.
Oh, you know what? We haven't done these in a while. How about Namor?
All right.
Be able to look at some tales of suspense and things like that.
Sue has.
All righty. RDV.
You know what? Let's go back to Archie. But we'll do the Betty and Veronica covers.
Archie, Betty, and Veronica. Alrighty. And Lester Sisters?
Oh, I'm amazed that I don't know more comics than I do. Who's in Legions of Superheroes?
Yeah, Legion of Superheroes. It's futuristic.
Like Brainiac 5?
Yep.
Is that one?
Brainiac 5, yep.
I do know that one. Should we vote for another Legion so Joe can be on?
You want to vote for another era of Legion of Superheroes?
Wait, what about we do Doctor Who covers and maybe Joe will actually show up?
Go with that. Yeah, I'm falling asleep just thinking about it. All right. You know what? I'll take that, and then I'm going to put in another artist. And we're going to go with Bronze Age. All right. Those are the Mike Grell covers and such.
Braun Strowman age? Great.
Yeah. All right. There we are. Okay.
It's always
and-
nice to have somebody on the show.
Oh, looks like I need to get rid of 4 letters.
Jackson. Did
All
you
right,
see that?
poll is up, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you see? Jackson says. Did you see the
Alrighty,
woman outside
and
of
let's
Superman?
see.
Oh yeah, Lana, that's glass. I can see through glass.
Alrighty, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go to the chat real quick and to do 9 from Glinzer, 7 from Eric and Boyd, and Joe. Alrighty, 1, 2.
See, Joe's already going to the dark side.
7. You had your chance, Lois, says Ethereal Dragon. And we have an 8 from One Slick. See, you become a convict and someone else steps in to take your place. Diabetic Superman, hello to you, sir, saying 8. Maranya saying Lois Lane 6. LL versus LL for Superman's affections. Well drawn effect of viewing through a window. Lois looks modest. Lana looks sexier. Score a love triangle 10. Mr. DC Comics says 9. Superman is more interesting to me when he's with a different woman every night. I added that part.
I mean, Superman sucking on a giant milkshake and diabetic Superman shows up.
I know.
There you go.
Wow.
He's older now.
Dan Alvin gave it a 9, and I have to go there. Yep. 10. Lana Hachicha, says Jackson Royker. I'm getting his name right, and I bet you he feels uncomfortable about it. All right. Let's see. Where are we? Did you see that woman outside Superman? Yeah, that's classic. Alrighty, and there we go. And now let's drop this, and we'll get the stop on this one. And what we have here is 6 10s, but we have 3 7s, 2 5s, 5 9s. So this ends up in the 9 column. We are still 10-less, ladies and gentlemen.
I know, man.
But hey, 9 is a respectable score. That's still awesome.
That is true.
Diabetic Superman, it's not irony. That's calories. You need to count them.
And who got that one? It was
LK started out the last one before, didn't he?
LK started this one.
Yeah, I
Not
started that.
Yeah.
All right, it's you, RDB.
What?
What? Oh.
What?
No. Preaching. Wait, I know then. It's Guy Gardner.
Looks like it.
Clark, that's my new boyfriend, and he is mad about me. Isn't he wonderful? Great Scott, he's a retard. Lois, he's fallen in love with a plug ugly wrestler who is a comic imitation of me. Yeah. You sure this isn't a Mad Magazine cover? No.
I think it is.
Little Alfred E. Newman action.
Also, what decade are they in where the guy has that mustache like that?
I know, right?
Is it the
He's
1920s?
canon.
Yeah, that's typical strongman mustache, the handlebar. Then made popular by Raleigh Fingers in the 60s.
Man, as Eva Blank would say, I want to look at it. Let's see what's inside. Looks interesting. Oh no, that looks cool. I'm gonna give it a 9. I want to read this. I want to see what's going on the inside. Is this a clickbait cover or is this actually like a full length story?
I've read the story. It's there.
I'm sorry that you were a boy when it came out. I forgot.
I'm sorry I was an adult when I met you.
All right, what do you score this, RDB?
Is it a 9?
All right, 9, and let's go to Eric. What do you think?
+1. This is a 10. Small but intimate crowd at the grappling matches tonight, but yeah, still, this is again. Like I said, this would make me want to pop this open and read this story.
Okay, Melissa and Amy, what do you say?
So is Clark working on his time machine? Great, Scott. That's pretty funny there. Hi, this one really took me back.
So see with Eric.
I know, right? It's like,
If Superman's time machine worked, it took you back.
yeah, a back. I don't know. It's good and terrible at the same time.
But we like Eric though.
I guess an 8.
All
I'm
right.
not sure.
And Melissa?
Okay. So I'm in a couple places. That guy with the red hair, he reminds me of this character. He was known as like Superman's #1 fan. He was like a retired boxer.
Bibbo.
Bibbo.
Bibbo, is that him?
Yeah, not Bebo.
No, he was actually created in the
John Byrne, right?
80s. Yeah, during the John Byrne run.
Oh, so it's not him.
Okay. But I'm like, I kind of was it, and she seems. Well, that's a really cute expression on her face.
Yeah, it is a cute job.
And I was kind of thinking about like, given how horribly she was treated in some of the earlier issues. I mean, she was out just completely madly in love with him, and like, he flat out humiliated her on a couple of occasions. It was like maybe she just got sober. She's just desperate to think that. Just to see, she's got so enthralled with just being treated well by a man that it was like, you know what?
Fine.
He's strong and he's nice. I'll take it. And it's kind of like, and so I kind of Superman's like, I wanted to see like, was he like that song? What does it matter? I had to pick a rating. It's very busy. I like the colors. The story, it does seem kind of interesting. Ugly Superman's a little funny. Poor guy. He seems like a sweetie, though. I bet I'd like him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give it a.
You want to give it a 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All righty, we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's LK's turn.
Yeah. So I mean, the subtitle on this one is AEW comes to Metropolis. I thought you would enjoy that one, Eric. So yeah, I'm going to give this one a 9. I do appreciate the detail, the characters in the background.
All right, we got 9 from LK, and what am I doing? All right. Okay, first of all, the guy looks like, not a lot of people know this, but the Shazam family, a lot of people know Captain Marvel Jr., Captain Marvel himself, Mary Marvel. But what they don't know is, aside from Uncle Dudley, who has no powers, there were 3 hillbilly brothers, all red hair, all with that bowl cut, that were also endowed with the power. That's what that guy looks like to me. It looks like one of the 3 hillbilly Marvels. But overall, this is a fun cover. I'm going to give this one an 8. It's a really good cover. All right. Let's go to the chat. And we have, let's see, 10 from Glenzer and a 7 from the Diabetic Superman. All righty. And we have a 6 from Eric and Boyd. We have a Maranya who says, Lois Lane #7, excellently drawn wrestling cover. Lois in love with a pug ugly. Why? This sells the book with a Silver Age silliness, and it's clear ugly 10. Let's see what's next. 9 for the cover, 2 for the evil black Yogi Bear imitation. I don't get that, but okay. 9 for the cover. That's what I did understand. 7 from Joe, 6 from Ethereal Dragon, and 7 from One Slick Dude. 7, 6, 7. That's an apt description, good and bad simultaneously. Wasn't there a genie from an old cartoon that looked like the dude with the bald head? Quite a few of them. But yes, there was like a 7 Samurai or something like that. Secret 7.
Well, it was a Hanna-Barbera cartoon. Marani mentions it was 2 kids and a camel. And
yeah, that's right. Oh, okay, an actual genie. Yeah, there you go. All right, let's get the stop. And we'll bring this down. And what we have here is 2 6s battling against those 4 10s, but it has help from the 3 7s, which knocks down one of the 2 9s. And the 2 8s brings that 1 down, and 1 8 left standing. This is an 8, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, those are some very
Alrighty.
nice tap-ins, helping him out.
There we go. And let's see, who is next? That was okay, RDB. And I guess it is my turn again. And let's see, come sing a song of Superman. Pat Boone and Lois Lane are singing a new song about me. It's a great tune, but I must use all my superpowers to prevent it from becoming a hit. Pat Boone in support of 10. It's a come on.
Yeah,
You know, I love me some silly age. There's nothing to look at. The most boring cover of all time. Lois at a piano. Pat Boone on a ukulele, Superman in his most casual, overused pose. The cover is absolutely nothing. Everything this cover is the fact that Pat Boone is on it. I'm giving that a 10. All righty. What do you say, Eric?
I say this was from 1959, correct?
About, yeah.
And through the miracles of Botox, all 3 of the people on this cover pretty much still look like this.
Yes. Yeah, this was May 1959.
And you're right. Like I said, this, I don't care that it doesn't have a background. This is a 10.
I mean, they must be in a recording studio, so the wall would just be a acoustic wall.
True.
Or
There you
maybe
go,
it's just
there you
singing to her. Yeah, that's.
All right. Well, ladies, tell us what you think. And
I have never laughed that loud looking at a comic cover in my life. That means something. And this is
sing a song of Superman.
I wonder if anybody ever did a cover of this, because there's a lot of songs that talk about Superman.
actually there are a lot of Superman songs. He's a popular topic.
I guess his plan to use his superpowers to stop songs about.
Wait. So I'm sorry, I got to interrupt because I do have to correct a very, very dire mistake, sir. It's Golden Age goofiness. Silver
There you
silly.
go.
All right, there you go. Keep going, ladies, please.
Oh, this is just amazing. I love this. This is a 10. If anything is, this is.
All righty. Okay, a lot of fun. Have a good night, Eric and Boyd. Please be safe.
Yeah.
And Melissa?
I think I'll give it a 10 too. Yeah, just the sheer enjoyment. I enjoy the silliness and just the lighthearted. It's like, I feel like this is Lois Lane being a Superman nerd in the right way. It's like, if she just wants to sing songs about Superman, do it. Lots of people sing songs of Superman. It's kind of a hobby.
Nice draping on her skirt and good pattern.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. It is actually, and her posture, by the way, the only thing she needs to do is raise her wrists a little bit, and boom. Actually, you can see her left hand is proper for piano playing. All righty. LK, what do you say?
Yeah, I'll give it a 9.
All righty. RDV?
You know, if they would have said it's Pat Boone, I have no idea who the hell this guy is.
But
I don't know if I've never seen Pat Boone, so I don't know if that's what his face looks like, you know, style. And this guy with the ukulele, and then Superman being a dick because she's hanging out with somebody else, and they're singing a song, and he's like basically like one of the preacher in Footloose, but instead of that he's saying no singing. But who knows? She might be singing off key too. I'm gonna get a 10. This is just some kookiness right here.
It's great.
All right. Copper Age kookiness. Okay, so Glenn, that's everybody, right?
Is he related
Yes.
to Daniel Boone?
Yes,
Probably.
very much so. Blood Brothers.
I'm gonna tweet that.
So Glitzer gives it a 10. Ethereal Dragon gives it an 8. Not Diabetic Superman gives it a 9. 7 for American Boyd saying friggin' Silver Age goofiness. Agreed, says Joe. Pat Boone deserves a 10. And Glenzer, PB and J equals Pat Boone and Jealous Superman.
Superman.
All righty, everyone, have a great evening. He's got to go. Have a good night, Eric and Boyd. Lois Lane, number 8, says Maranya. Lois Lane, Pat Boone, Superman on a cover, Silver Age silliness to the max. This is a singing 10. All righty, and let's see. One slick dude, 10 for Pat Boone with a ukulele. And sometimes it's just like that. Not the greatest of art, of course, but come on. It's
know, right?
right here, right?
Look at
That's
that.
awesome. All right, we get the stop for this. And ladies and gentlemen, I do actually believe that we have joked our way into our first 10 of the night.
Yay.
I kid you not. We got 1 7, 1 8, 2 9s, and 9 10s for Pat King Boone. All righty, there we go, guys. We had to get one, right? Yeah. Okay, so next up we have Eric, and you get issue number. What are we on? We're on issue number 10.
I've read this too. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. This is a 10. What more can you ask for? I said, yeah. I don't point. I'm not. Some of the 10s aren't based on the art itself, but the thing about the wanting to, makes you want to open it up and read it.
Yeah.
These are wild.
All right, Lester's.
This is what I like about these comics and some of these Superman spin-offs is they're just so whimsical and it's like superhero type antics, but in a mundane sort of a setting. And I think that's hysterical, but still interesting. So yeah, I love this too. I'll give this one a 10.
All right.
Poor Lois. I hope she gets back to normal.
Okay.
Well, I guess if
and
you wait long enough, she will.
Melissa, what do you say?
Oh, wow. Yeah. It kind of, just the way she's twirling his hair, it's like anything. It's just, it kind of, I love that same thing with her drinking the soda fountain with him earlier. It's like putting her in almost a normal-ish situation makes you realize just how the costume is. It just kind of makes him look so incredibly out of his element in a normal domestic setting. It's very odd. But she seems like a nice girl, and I can see why Superman would like him. It's very well illustrated.
That's a good throw for the little baby.
Yeah,
that's a good line, and then boop.
So it's very well illustrated. It's quite excellent, but I think I'll go ahead and give it a 9.
All righty. You're right. That is a really strong throw for a baby. LK, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to go 9. What's holding me back from a 10 is I don't like how they drew Lana. Lana looks so much better in the soda shop than here.
She looks a little older here.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they have a kid now. Just kidding.
All righty. And there you go. All righty. RDV, what do you think?
I don't know. She's got that Anne Margaret look going there. I'm kind of liking a little Lana. And it serves you right, Lois. The funny thing that I can't tell if he's being phased by it. He turned his arm, or if he's just kind of like reacting to Lana.
I got a theory. His arm is moving because otherwise he's full on boob grazing.
Yeah.
It's the 50s. They can't have a lot of boob grazing. That's all.
Well, you see that little piece of crap up in the corner on the cover? Prevents this from being a cheesecake cover. But anyway, though, I'm gonna give it a 10. Though this is funny.
All right.
I'm amazed at how good this artist is at drawing people of varying weights and ages. That's a well done child, and the figures for the adult characters still work. And I don't know if it's the same artist who did the heavy Lois in the previous issue, but it's just, man, people were
they were good artists back then.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Had this been drawn today,
still Kurt Swan and Stan K on inks. So yeah.
Had this been drawn today,
on the, so
I was gonna say this wouldn't be a ginger today if they drew this cover.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Can't have the gingers today. That being said, I like this cover also. It's just a lot of fun. I'm giving it a 9. Let's go to the chat.
Also, Lana would have like 10 kids from other fathers.
And we have Glenzer saying 10. We have Ethereal Dragon saying 8. And Diabetic Superman saying 9.
9.
10, 8, and 9.
Huzzah.
And say again?
I'm just looking at the way she's throwing that. I'm surprised she didn't throw it at Lana. That'd be a different cover, though.
I
if she
think
like-
somebody's about to put that in there. Let's see, 7 friggin' Silver Age Goofy says there. Wait, I'm reading. Am I reading the? I'm reading the old one. Okay, let me get to here. 10, 8, and 10. 10 Glenzer, 8 from Ethereal. Did I get that? 10, 8, and 10 from Diabetic Superman. Okay. And let's see. It'd be funnier if Baby Lois had tossed that block at Lana. Alrighty. 10. Alrighty. And let's see. 9. Look at that hussy Lois showing her undies. Alrighty. Lois Lane, number 10, variation on the baby cover. This time Lois is the baby. Silver Age silliness combined with love triangle. Score a temper tantrum 10.
She tries to get a message out to Superman with the letter blocks, but he's a terrible speller.
But like, Superman's too busy.
Is there 1-0 or 2? And look over here.
But like, logic tells me is like he's too like infatuated by Lana to forget why is this random kid here.
We got a 9 from Dan Alvin and a 9 from One Slick saying.
Sorry, MK, we skipped you.
Did we?
That's what Maranya's saying.
Oh, 10 and hey from MK. Sorry about that, brother. All righty. And let's see. We had 9 from Dan Alvin, 9 from One Slick saying, because I think they are out of baby stories now, they drew Lana like a mom. All righty. And then we have, had it been drawn today, Lana would have been more muscular than Soups. Diabetic Superman gave it a 10, says Glenzer. Oh, wait.
It says Maranya as well.
There you go. All right. Maranya says Lois Lane number 10, variation on the baby cover. This time Lois is the baby, Silver Age silliness combined with love triangle. Score temper tantrum 10. Didn't I read that off already?
Yes.
And you're saying that they're answering because I was reading off the wrong thing. Okay, this is very skewed because of the mess up, but here we go. I'm going to include it anyway. 2 8s. Knocking down 2 of those 7 10s. We've got 7 9s, and boom. There were actually 8 9s. So there you go. 9 cover. A lot of fun, this one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and that was who started off on this one?
Did you?
That might have been me. I'm not sure.
All right. Let's see.
I don't know.
Hold on just a sec. All right, let me bring this.
Let's ask the
down.
chat. Let's get them involved.
Oh no, that was Eric, and this is the Lesters. You get issue number 11.
Huh. Lois Lane. It's incredible. Lois Lane has given up the outside world to lead a leopard pack.
As a monkey.
Okay,
Well,
there's
that's not a pack of
leopard.
leopards. That's a leopard and a chimpanzee.
Yep. So
All
that's
right.
not exactly a leopard pack, but Lois as the leopard girl of the jungle. Well, that sounds really exciting, though. I wonder how this happened.
Didn't Lois have a pet
Well-
monkey?
Yep. Oh, yeah. She probably should have a pet monkey. That makes sense. Well, it needs a few more leopards. But besides that, yeah, this is neat. I'll give this one a 10. She looks really cool.
All righty. Amy, Melissa, other Amy.
The other one.
I'm Mother Amy. I'm the orange-headed Amy.
Yes.
If we get another one, we AAA.
Yeah.
There you go.
Let's see. Okay, I like this one has kind of fun. Of course, Jungle Comics, kind of Tarzan feels always fun. I'm really enjoying that these stories are becoming like just really out there, and this one's just her doing something very just going out there and just having a really wild adventure. And the monkey
He
is
looks
cool.
really concerned.
Yes. I guess he gave up monkey life to be to lead a leopard pack too. They're on a quest to find more leopards.
Yep. That must be what it is.
Yeah. So I'm going to give this one. Should I give it a 10 too?
I hope he doesn't try to interfere with this like he did with the Pat Boone song. Like, just let her have her leopard crew.
Let her lead her leopards. What's it hurting you? You know,
What-
it's
what
not
do you
like
give
you
this,
want
Melissa?
That was well established a long time ago. So I'll give it a 10, yeah.
All right, we got 2 10s. Let's go on over to LK. What do you say, sir?
Seeing Lois as Sheena, yeah, I'll give it a 10.
All right. And RDV.
I don't know what's going on over there. Maybe there's a makeup clearance over there. Who knows? For
More
fresh
stuff.
clothes.
Mm.
Because I don't see Lois being the kind of girl, especially back then, be like, I'm going to stay in the jungle without my luggage. Are you crazy? No. No, but the monkey, with the monkey in there is kind of funny. The fact that she's leading a leopard pack when she has a different color costume on, it's not the color of the leopard running right next to her.
Nope.
That's kind of weird. That's a fail on the colorist, though. I still get it. It's zany. It's zany. I love it. It's Tad, and he's doing the little the leg thing too.
All right.
Mhm.
And
That's the accurate Wolverine.
Eric.
Eric.
Oh, we lose Eric.
No,
He's
I'm sorry. Despite the fact that Lois apparently does not have a left foot, because if you follow the trajectory of that, there's no way she could have it.
Yeah, it looks like her leg got amputated half, because you would
Yeah.
see it behind the chimp's head.
So it's too bad that this cover doesn't take place like one stride later when she's falling on her face, and we could all chuckle. But that's it. Now, this is a 10.
It's a lot of fun, this cover. I will say that something none of you guys mentioned, and I get it. I don't even see it in the chat. Lois looks freaking great in this. I mean, they really did top-notch work with the good girl art like this. Jungle Girls, by the way, very popular at the time. So that was awesome. This is, by the way, once again, Kirk Swan. And I'm seeing inker still Stan K. So I think they really did go out of their way, and they created a great looking Lois. What the hell is wrong with Oompa Loompa Superman?
I don't know.
A little strange.
Did any of you guys notice the Macy's Day Parade float that was Superman?
That's why I point out
Superman.
he looks like comic book accurate Wolverine from Deadpool and Logan.
Yeah, I know. It looks like he needs a diet, in all honesty. It looks like he lost about 50% of his leg. I mean, it's just Oompa Loompa looking Superman.
It's Lois' book, though, and I'm glad for her.
That's true. That's true. And she does look awesome. And
He's
for
always
that,
coming up short around her.
I'm giving it a 9 because of Oompa Loompa Superman. 9 from Glitter, as well as Ethereal Dragon. And we have a 7 from Joe. We have Diabetic Superman saying 10, good girl art on Lois. And then we've got 10, this is the best Lois has looked all night, says Jackson Raker. We've got Maranya saying Lois Lane, number 11, Lois drawn off model hair-wise. Looks like a repurposed Queen of the Jungle style cover. Fits to add Superman and Lois faces drawn well overall. Score a wacky jungle 10. And MK saying Lois Lane is Vixen in this issue. I'll go 9. And One Slick 10, Lois Lane becomes Sheena of the Jungle. And then we also have a 9 from Dan Alvin. Alrighty, and once again, if you do get a vote past the stop, by all means, I will add it. But let's get the stop there, and we're going to pop this down here. And what we got is 1 7, 5 9s. But ladies and gentlemen, we have 9 10. So this is our second 10 of the night.
There's going to be a 10 competition tonight.
It will be. All right, that was LK, I believe. So RDB, you get the last cover of the evening. There you go. Number 12.
Here's a scoop, I promise you, Lois. I've become as strong as Superman. Congratulations, Anna. It couldn't happen here to a nicer girl except me. Wow, you know what this reminds you of the French Olympics.
All right, I got it.
Okay.
So what do you score it?
Well, better than the Olympics. I give it a 10.
All right.
Because I like the Superman's just like really feminine pose right there. He's just like, hey, look, Lois. Yeah.
That is a straight line.
Yes.
Also, her skirt looked like an old couch I used to have.
Well, Eric, what do you give this?
I'm going to give us a 9 because this cover probably could have stood to have a little bit of background. But yeah, it's fine. I just noticed that Lana's got a t-shirt on under her. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, she does. You see those little lines. Look real close.
It's that code.
Okay.
Yeah, 9.
All righty. Lester's.
I love this drawing of Lois. The pose, where her center of gravity is, how she's holding the camera and kind of the weight and the way her shoulders twisted around, the flow of the fabric on the skirt and the gravity on the handbag, and her hat's just adorable. That is just a great, simple pose of someone holding a camera. And this guy's a really good artist in like every classical sense, which is just one of those things that really stand out about it. It's nice to see Superman being supportive of a friend who has powers and not immediately threatened. I kind of hope, good energy like that can go around. But I really do like this. Lana's pose, Superman's pose. It really does feel like he's managing to he's got, I'm no surprise Superman's got really good core muscles. He's able to support himself like that. This will make a really fun picture for the magazine. Newspaper. Yeah, I love this. I'll give it a 10.
Okay, Melissa.
I was gonna say, what if she's flying and Superman's actually just flying in the air?
That's what I was thinking.
It's a possibility.
If they're just playing a prank on her a little bit. This one feels more like a silly prank, not like it doesn't feel mean. And I'm kind of like, so I kind of like that. His cape looks a little funny to me, but that might just be foreshortening. I can't be sure.
Oh well, I mean, if it were to fall down, it might clutter how the thing is framed.
True. So for the sake of the composition, it's better just have the cape.
Yeah, because if the cape fell, it would be blocking Lana.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So what do you give it, Melissa?
Okay, I think it's a lot of great illustrations all together. I think I'll give it a 10.
All righty, and LK.
Yeah, Superman to me looks almost like a cardboard cutout in this, and with no background, it's an 8.
All right. And let's see, RDB started us off. I gotta say, I love what they're going for is much better than I do what they ended up with. This is a 7 to me. Once again, as LK said, Superman looks like a picture of Superman. Yeah. Which it is. I get it, but you know what I'm saying. All right. Blinzer says 10. Ethereal Dragon says 9. And Joe says 7. So we've got a 10, a 9, and a 7. And 9 from Jackson Raker. And an 8 from One Slick saying too much negative space. So let's give that 9 and the 8. 10 from Diabetic Superman saying Lana's finally able to pick up Superman. All righty. There we go. It's a 10 from Diabetic Superman. And then let's see. Go back to the jungle, Lois says Jackson. Lois Lane number 12 from Maranya says Lana looks hot. Lois looks modest. Superman looks happy. Love triangle again. Background detail not needed. Silver Age silliness and the sheer absurdity makes this a 10. And then we get Superman looks like one of the dolls. The pose is a little stiff. I'll say 9, says MK. And then we have Dan Alvin saying it's an 8. All righty. And with that, once again, if you're late and you want to put in a vote, do so. But let's get stop on that. We're dragging this down here. And what we have is 2 7s fighting against those 6 10s with the help of 3 8s and 1 of the 4 9s, leaving 3 9s. Ladies and gentlemen, this was an 8-9 fest. And that's where this one's going to end up. Boom. Last cover of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure, if you haven't voted in the poll, to get your opinion on what's next. That being said, guys, let's go over. Let's find out what is the best of the 12 and what is the worst. We had 4 8s. Eric, what is the best? What is the worst? Or if we're speaking Lester sister, what is the favorite and least favorite?
My favorite is the second one.
All right, Baby Soups.
Yeah. I think my least would be the second one because I think that's the only one I didn't give a 10 to.
All righty. Now, Lester's favorite and least favorite.
Well, let's see. Lissa had to step out for a moment. So do you want to come back to both of us, or should I try and figure this out?
Okay. Well, you can give yours if you want. If you can do real quick. Yeah.
Oh, I'll take a minute. It's fine.
Okay. Oh, wait, are you ready now? Let's.
Oh, no. LK can go.
Okay. What do you think?
Favorite's the wrestling one. Least favorite is the gift one.
All right. Okay, RDV. Did we lose RDV? All right, Amy.
Sorry, hold on. I was muted. Favorite is the gift one. Least favorite is the baby one.
All righty. There we go.
Or all
that brings those right into the middle. On my vote, yeah, I'm gonna bring this one up, and because that is my favorite. However, let's see. My least favorite is the wrestling. So we actually have a least and a most favorite for all 4 of these. So Lester sisters, you are going to break the tie. What is the best of these and what is the not best?
Oh my gosh. Woo. I mean, they're all good. Let's see. Let's see. That's weird. In a small perspective, I think the orange one is probably the best overall. But isn't that a funny thing to say? I guess some of the details change when they're kind of scaled down.
Okay, so basically, you picked the worst. The baby one is the worst because it's got more votes or less votes for being good.
Right.
Now, out of these 2, which one would end up being the best?
Of those 2, which would be the best? I guess I like the one with all of the pirate jewelry lying around.
There we go. This is how it would be voted right there. All right. I would have, of course, this was the one I voted for being the worst, but there you go. That's our 12, 11, 10, and 9. All righty. Let's go to the 9s. And Eric, what do you say?
I think my favorite is license plate Lois.
That is an interesting story.
She just eked out a victory over lard ass Lois. And I think my least favorite is probably the one that's this down there by itself because I'm pretty sure I gave the rest of them 10. So
all righty. I'm going to speak up and say my favorite is issue number 1. And yes, this one is my least favorite as well. So that's got 2 votes, and each one of these 2 have 1 vote. RDV, what do you say? What's your favorite and least favorite?
Favorite is the witch cover.
That gets 2, so it is now in the lead.
Least favorite is the strong woman. So
all righty, so that's 3 votes for worst. It's there, unless LK and the Lesters changed that. But LK, what do you think? What's the your favorite and least?
Favorite is the soda shop, and least favorite, just make it the strong woman.
Alrighty, Lester sisters.
I like that soda shop. I think is my favorite overall.
Okay.
It's just so cute.
It's very cute.
Wait, is that both of y'all's favorite?
Oh, that's mine. I don't know.
What my favorite is yet? Well, let you finish yours. And then
Okay.
Yeah, you finish yours.
I think least favorite's probably fine there. I like all of these. I'm pretty sure
Yes.
I gave all of them a 10. So
Alrighty, Melissa, what is your favorite cover up here in the 9s?
In the 9s, my favorite, I think it's going to be the soda shop one, and my least favorite, yeah, I would say the strong woman one. I think that's about right.
Alrighty, so this one ends up winning because it's got 3 votes for best, and then in second place is issue number 1 with 2, and then 1 vote for best for Convict. The absolute worst is of the 9s is Strong Girl, and then we have these two. Quickly, Eric, as you say, Lardass Lois or Baby Lois. What's the best?
Oh, Lord ass.
All righty. LK.
The lard ass.
RDV.
Are we voting on favorite or worse?
These two. The Fat Lois or Baby Lois.
Baby Lois.
All righty. That's one. Okay. I'm going with Fat Lois, but you guys can tie it up. What do you think, Lesters? Which one is the better cover?
oh, I like Zoftic Lois there. She's great.
Which one?
Oh, Zobdig, that's perfect.
Zoptic. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that stays. Also, I'll let the Lesters lead us off. What is the what's number 1 and what's number 2 at the 10s?
Oh my gosh.
Shazam, that's a tough one.
That is, I mean, it's Superman trying to stop Lois's song from being a chart-topping hit for some reason
And Pat Boone.
with the ukulele. I mean,
That's hilarious. Now, as Lois in the other book, that's probably the most beautiful representation of Lois in
she
the whole
looks
collection.
amazing. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's worth paying attention to. But he's right; the strangely deformed Superman does kind of detract a bit.
I'll go with the Pat Boone one. That thing's just great.
All right, Melissa.
Yeah, the Pat Boone one. That was awesome.
Okay, LK. Which one?
Cheetah Lois.
All right. RDV. Which one?
One leg Lois.
One leg Lois. That's 2. Eric.
Crooning with the Boone.
I am so happy you said that because then there's no tie. I picked Pat Boone mainly because Oompa Loompa Superman just destroys that cover. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Baby
He
Superman
was on
is
it?
number
I didn't see
12. Number 11 is Lois Lane's Superman room that he can't go in. Wrestling Superman is number 10. Number 9 is Pirate Jewelry Lois. Number 8 is Super Strong Lana. Number 7 is Jealous Baby Lois. You got what are we on? 6? Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 6 is Fat Lois. Convict Lois is 5. Number 4 is issue number 1 with Bewitched Lois. Number 3 is, of course, the Archie Superman cover. Jungle Lois is number 2. And, of course, Pat Boone, as always. And we are a bunch of white people. So, as always with white people, Pat Boone is number 1. So, there you go. A lot of
Ukulele.
Sorry, number 1 cover should be Sheena Lois. If it couldn't be plus size Lois, Pat Boone should be mid-9s. Okay, well, it's a beautiful place because everybody's opinion counts on this. But there you go. All right, let's check this poll and see where we're going to next. Oh, wait, hold on just a sec. I want to vote. Let's see. Put my vote in. And let's see if it made any freaking difference.
No.
I
It was a
end up,
Bronze Age.
and what we got here is a 19 votes, and thank you very much to everybody who participated. 19 of those votes, Namor got 0%. Legion of Superheroes, the Mike, I was about to put Mike Grell, but instead put Mike Bronze, got 15%. Archie got 21%, and Legion of Superheroes, the Silver Age, has 63%. All right, that is awesome. I'm a Legion of Superheroes fan, so I had a 50-50 chance of loving whatever we're about to get. So there we go. All righty, and thank you for that, guys. Tomorrow, I'm going to go with Gail to see a movie. Oh, wait.
Nice.
Yeah, no, tomorrow I'm going on my own to see a movie. I will be back in time, but tomorrow is our 50th episode, so we are going to rank some awesome 50th issues.
Ooh.
So please, by all means, that's going to be an eclectic gathering of books. We have done a couple of I agree with Maranya. We should do Space Family. Any Dell with the painted covers. We have already done a couple of very iconic 50 issues, and I'm kind of weighing if I should include them again. But we definitely show up. There's going to be a lot of different things to check out, and I think you guys are going to have a good time looking at those and ranking those. That will be at 10:30. But before that, over at Geeky Puppet Show, they're going to be talking about some good books that are coming up on Wednesday, and that's at 8 o'clock or 8:30?
9 p.m. Eastern.
9 p.m. Eastern. All right, there you go, gang. That being said, thanks for hanging out with us and participating. It's a lot of fun. I certainly appreciate it. Don't forget to do all the clicking, the liking, the sharing. Go on over to Ko-Fi if you don't mind.
The clicking, the liking, and the sharing.
Yep. Drop $1 in the till, and as always, thank you very, very much for watching. Have a good night.
Later.
Good night.